The night I signed the divorce paper and walked away with nothing. I wandered the rainy streets alone with a single duffel bag and only $36. That was when I spotted a flyer taped to a roadside pole. Stepmom wanted for child. Age and appearance not important. Must be patient, room and board included. Room and board, that's what got me. That same night, I showed up at the address. I walked straight into the mansion of Luca Castellino, the Don of New York's oldest mafia family. Later, my ex-husband looked down at me with that same arrogance.
Nora, do you finally realize you were wrong?
Before I could answer, the 4-year-old little tyrant exploded.
Wrong about what? My mom is the best!
The Don slipped an arm around my shoulders, kicking him aside.
My wife could never be wrong. And even if she was, she'd still be right.
Now I stood outside their mansion. Beside me, the butler carried himself with quiet arrogance.
The Don is looking for a mother for his child, not a wife for himself. I need you to be very clear on that. Don is a very desirable man. Do not get any ideas you shouldn't.
I kept my eyes lowered. Honestly, this job was perfect for me. I understand. I won't get any ideas. To put it simply, they just needed a high-end nanny. 8 hours ago, I'd signed the divorce papers and been kicked out of my ex's house. The last thing I wanted was another husband. But a roof, 3 meals, a place to disappear, that was a miracle. The butler led me down a dim, vaulted corridor. Then I heard something that sounded like a gunshot. My foot caught on a raised stone. I stumbled, slammed straight into a hot, hard chest. The smell hit me first. Blood, gunpowder. Then the barrel of a pistol tipped my chin up. A man in a suit with his hair smoothed back. Blood streaked across his jaw. A snake tattoo coiling out of his collar onto his throat. My chest rose and fell rapidly with fear. His gun slid down from my chin and stopped between my soaked breasts. He studied me for a long beat, finally, walked off without a word. I'd seen that face before. Page 6, New York Times, the Castelloni Don. Sebastian had once spent a month studying his photos, trying to get in with the old mafia family behind him.
The Don is handling some business. Please don't mind.
I nodded quietly. Then he took me to change into something dry and led me into the dining room. A long wooden table sat beneath a crystal chandelier, and at one end, a father and son were locked in a standoff. The man with murder in his eyes was gone. At the table sat a man in a silk robe holding a spoon. His face was tired, locked in a standoff. The boy pressed his lips shut and glared up at his father like a tiny soldier holding the line. Neither moved. Finally, the man exhaled and set the spoon down. His voice dropped, low and rough.
One bite. One small bite. Is that really too much?
The butler stepped forward.
Don, the applicant is here.
The man turned. His robe was unbuttoned low. I could see most of the snake tattoo now. The lines of his muscles pressed faintly through the white linen. The most feared man in New York. Inherited the family glory at 16. Built it bigger, darker, quieter than his father had. Money. Power. Blood on his hands. So this wasn't some dream or scam. A man like Luca Castellani had no reason to scam a broke divorcess off the street. His eyes moved over me, distant and tired.
Name?
I figured he'd come straight from his so-called business. Handling traitors, torturing some enemies, and now got defeated by a toddler? Feeding the kid was probably harder than running his empire. Nora Bennett. A barely Thier nod. He held out the plate.
Try.
So this was my interview. If I didn't pass, I was sleeping on the F train. I smiled my warmest, gentlest smile and walked toward the boy. I didn't make it 2 steps. He bolted under the table. Only his eyes peeped out. Dark, round, furious.
I don't want her! Send her away! She's a bad lady! They're all bad ladies!
So before me, this kid had already been through who know how many stepmoms. Fine. I needed to do my best. I scanned the room and clocked it instantly. Action figures everywhere. Dinosaur baby, dinosaur princess, a whole shelf of dinosaur. I grabbed a Dinosaur King off the table and crouched down by the table leg. I sat Dinosaur King right next to the kid. Don't worry, I'm not feeding you, I'm feeding Dinosaur King. I mimicked a spoonful into Dinosaurus King's face. Open up, Dinosaur King. Gotta eat if you want to save the city. Heroes who skip dinner, skinny arms, skinny legs, can't protect anyone like that. Oh, Dinosaur King wants vegetables? Good call. Spinach makes you strong. The boy watched, half hidden, lips parting, smacking his mouth a little. I pretended not to see. His nose started turning pink, like he was about to cry. Wait, is that a baby dinosaur king over there? Dinosaur King, can you share with him? He has to eat too if he's gonna grow up strong. I tilted Dinosaur King. Dinosaur King says yes. Dinosaur King approved, kiddo. You get a little, but just a little. We don't want you outgrowing him, he'd be sad. I didn't even get the spoon to his mouth before he grabbed it with his lips. A big bite.
Why won't you give me vegetables? You scared I'll get stronger than Dinosaur King? Bad lady.
I glanced at the couch. Luca Castellano's mouth curved. A small, real smile. Approving. I moved into the castle that night. There were 3 floors. I got the 2nd floor with Leo. Luca had the entire 3rd floor to himself. The butler walked me to my room and gave me one last warning.
You do not go up to the 3rd floor. Ever. The last woman who snuck up there to climb into the Don's bed got thrown out of his window. 2-story drop.
I thought of the gun from an hour ago. I nodded so hard I almost gave myself whiplash. Won't happen. You have my word. Castellano men breed serious. Leo was only 4 and slept in his own bed without a fuss, and that made my job easier. I just changed into the silk pajamas from the closet. The knock made me jump. Dan Luo's voice was low behind the door.
Come down. Let's talk.
Luca was on the couch in the great room, long legs crossed, whiskey in his hand. I sat across from him on the opposite couch, hands in my lap, knees together, like a job interview.
You're good with kids. You have one of your own?
No. I helped raise my ex's nephew for 2 years. Back then, the Cranes said I didn't make enough money and ordered me to quit, called it generosity. Then, after I did, they claimed I was lazy and had nothing to do. So they fired the nanny and dumped the kid on me. More free maid than wife. Luca nodded once.
File says you're divorced.
Yes.
Reason?
Some small-town girl cannot stain a noble family name, I guess.
Only a coward would say that. You saw the ad. I'm hiring a mother for Leo, not a date for me. My rival's family terrified him when he was little. He's always been insecure, hates leaving the house, and has never had a single friend. I work long hours. I need someone with patience. Someone who'll stay. There will be a prenum. Everything stays separate. Especially in bed.
My heart shuddered as I looked deep into his eyes. Marriage in rich people's world was a contract before it was anything else. My marriage with Sebastian was for love, but because the gaps between our family, I'd signed one with him too. When the love ran out, I'd walked away with nothing. Not even my wedding ring. Let alone a powerful mafia family like the Castellanos. They would only be more careful. I understand. Honestly, if you just need someone in the house, we don't have to make it legal. I'm fine without the paperwork. Luca shook his head.
Marriage is for Leo. He needs the most stable mother I can give him, and marriage is the strongest contract there is.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Don't worry, you'll get $100,000 a month for expenses.
This was the part I cared about. I'd been burned before. Mr. Castellano, if we divorce someday, can I keep the money you've given me?
Of course, it's yours.
All right then.
As for sex, I don't need anything from you in that area. You stay on the 2nd floor.
Oh right, the sex. That's fine. Neither do I. So, 3 days after I signed divorce papers, I got married again. No ceremony, no guests. Same as my first wedding. The butler added an extra dish to dinner. I thought that was the celebration. But suddenly, Luca slid a Signa ring across the table. A Castelloni family ring. That's not necessary.